Good evening, my little friend. Are you ready for a magical bedtime story? Tonight we're going on an adventure to the night sky, where we'll meet a special little star and a kind-hearted boy named Tommy. So snuggle up, close your eyes if you'd like, and let your imagination take flight. Once upon a time, in a faraway night sky, there lived a little star who was different from all the others. Unlike the other stars that stayed quietly in their places, this little star was always curious, leaning out to see what was happening on the ground below. Little star, stop leaning out so far, Grandma Moon would remind it every night. What if you fall? But Grandma, little star would say, blinking its bright eyes, look at how happy the children are down there. They roll in the grass, run around the playground, and tell stories together. I really want to experience that too. Grandma Moon shook her head. Every star has its own duty. Our job is to twinkle in the night sky and guide those who are lost. Little star nodded, but deep down, it still longed to visit the earth. It especially noticed a little boy with round glasses. Every night, while the other children played outside, he would sit by the window alone, reading a thick book. Why is he always alone? Little star wondered. It noticed how the boy's glasses sparkled in the moonlight, just like its own light. One day, little star couldn't resist any longer. While Grandma Moon was dozing, it took a leap and slid down from the sky. Whoa! Little star felt itself falling fast, the wind whistling around it. It closed its eyes tightly until, plop, it landed on something soft. When it opened its eyes, it found itself lying on a small bed with blue sheets. Sitting next to the bed was the boy with glasses, staring at it in surprise. Are you a star? The boy asked, pushing up his glasses and carefully reaching out to touch Little Star. Yes, I'm Little Star, it said shyly, glowing softly. Can I stay here for a while? The boy, whose name was Tommy, nodded happily and told Little Star about his troubles. Because he wore glasses, the other kids at school often teased him, calling him Four Eyes. Over time, Tommy became more and more reluctant to go outside, preferring to stay indoors and read. Let me help you, Little Star said. It flew over to Tommy's glasses and sprinkled some shimmering stardust on them. When you wear these glasses tomorrow, you'll see the world in a different way. The next morning, Tommy put on his glasses and was amazed to discover that he could see what people were really thinking. He saw that the kids who teased him were actually afraid of not making friends. He saw that his strict teacher truly cared about her students, and he saw how much love his busy mom had for him. After school, Tommy gathered his courage and approached one of the boys who often teased him, named Jake. Through his glasses, he saw that Jake was actually jealous of Tommy's good grades. Jake, Tommy said, do you want to study together? I can help you with math. Jake was surprised, but quickly agreed. From that day on, Tommy started helping other kids too. He realized that when he opened his heart, others responded with kindness. A month later, Little Star's glow began to fade. I have to go back, it told Tommy. If a star stays away from the sky for too long, it loses its light. Tommy looked sad. Will I ever see you again? Of course, Little Star said, blinking. Every night I'll twinkle at you from the sky. Remember, true light isn't about where you are, but how you shine for others. Little Star slowly rose, returning to its place in the night sky. From then on, every night, Tommy would look up and search for that special little star. He knew that as long as he carried kindness and courage in his heart, he could be a star that brightened someone else's life. And Little Star also learned that every place has its own meaning. Though it could no longer get close to humans, it now understood how to warm others with its light. Whenever it saw a lonely child on Earth, it would twinkle extra brightly, letting them know that somewhere in the vast night sky, there was always a star watching over them. And that, my dear, is the story of Little Star and Tommy. Remember, just like Little Star, you have your own special light inside you. And like Tommy, you can use kindness and courage to make the world a brighter place. So tonight, when you look up at the stars, see if you can find Little Star twinkling just for you. Sweet dreams, my little star.